Assalamu alaikum. My name is Rakia Alam. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I will be discussing verb tenses. I will be explaining simple present tense from key number 4, verbs to express future time, which is from the book Keys to Teaching Grammar to English Language Learners, a practical handbook by Keith S. Folse. My assigned tense was simple present tense. We use simple present tense to express future for something that is scheduled. When we know about the future, we normally use the present tense. The structure of this tense is divided into 3 forms: affirmative, negative, interrogative. Affirmative form is subject plus verb plus object, and its example is public faces mighty hike in petrol prices after Eid. Negative form, subject plus do does plus not plus object. Example, public does not face a mighty hike in petrol prices after Eid. Interrogative form, do does plus subject plus verb. Example, does public face a mighty hike in petrol prices after Eid? There are 2 ways of using simple present tense. We use presented simple for future in 2 ways. Number 1, we use it with the future verb. Number 2, we use it in a time clause. Let's talk about what is a future verb. A future verb tells us about an action or state which will happen in the future. Let's look at some examples. I will learn a new language. Jan will read that book. My brothers will sleep till noon if no one wakes them up. Number 2, we have a time clause. In time clauses, we use words like when, after, and until. Example for it is I'll come home when I finish work. Let's look at some common ELL errors in simple present tense. Error number 1. Do not use simple present tense for a future action without a future time marker. Let's look at the example. I leave for Miami, which is wrong. The correct answer is I leave for Miami around noon tomorrow. Error number 2. Do not use will or be going to in a future time clause. Use simple present tense instead. Let's look at the example. As soon as your plane will arrive, please call me. I will pick you up, which is wrong. The correct answer is as soon as your plane arrives, please call me and I will pick you up. Our second assigned key is future progressive tense. What is future progressive tense? Let's look at the definition. The future progressive tense is a verb tense that shows an ongoing action in the future. We use future progressive tense for actions that happen in the future and continues for a period of time. Let's look at the example. Present political instability will be resulting in future economic problems. Second point of this tense, that it is also used for a longer future action that will be interrupted by a shorter action. For example, she will be waiting for you. It is a future action. When you come. When you come is an interruption to this future action. Now let's talk about its structure. The structure of this tense is divided into 3 forms. Affirmative, which is subject plus will plus be plus verb in past principle. For example, census in Karachi will be proving the population increment due to recent margins. Negative form is subject plus will plus verb in past principle. Example, census in Karachi will not be proving the population increment due to recent margins. Interrogative form is will plus subject plus be plus verb plus ing. Example, will census have been proving the population increment due to recent margins? Now let's take a look at some common ELL errors in future progressive tense. Error number 1. Do not forget to use be and a present participle for future progressive tense. For example, when you call tomorrow, I will studying for my big test on Monday, which is wrong. The correct is when you call, I will be studying for my big test on Monday. Second ELL error is do not use future progressive tense for a short action even though it is happening in the future time. Let's look at the example. If you need help tomorrow, I will be assisting you, which is wrong. The correct answer is if you need help tomorrow, I will be assisting you. Lastly, I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope that this video will help you clear your confusions regarding to the future tense. Allah Hafiz.